Duplicity 14, unedited. Never leave an enemy behind or it will rise again to fly at your throat. Bye, child, he said as he watched her walk out the door. Moses poured himself a drink and with a heavy sigh he took a sip from his glass. Memories of his past came flooding back to his mind. He closed his eyes and even though that fateful day had occurred 20 years ago, Moses could remember it as it were yesterday. Penjani said with a surprised look on his face. It was a few days after we got the DNA results and I had gone to visit him at his office. Hi, I said. And what do you want here? We need to talk. You and I have nothing to talk about. I told you to get the twins if you want to. Truthfully speaking, when I pursued the issue about the twins' paternity, I just wanted Penjani to give me some money so I could vanish from their lives. I didn't want anything to do with the twins. I wasn't cut out to be a father. I had other priorities in life and children were the least of my concerns. I want us to reach an agreement. About the twins. What exactly do you want? I don't want the twins, I just need some money to pay off a few bills and I will be out of your lives. He laughed. I thought as much. I am not ready to be a father. And yet you were ready to sleep with my wife. She came on to me. And you stole from her. No offense, but Salma deserved everything I did to her. I don't have any money to give you. So you will allow the twins to go with me even though you know I am not capable of taking care of them. They are your children and not mine. I know you love them and you would do anything to see them happy. I love the twins with everything in me, but I have made peace with the fact that they are not mine. Are you serious? Yes. I hate those brats. Just give me some money and they will be yours for life. Penjani felt his anger rise. Leave my office. You know I could sue you for raising my children as your own. Get out of my office. He yelled. And I will prove in court that you forcefully married Salma even when you knew she was pregnant for me. You are really trying to get on my last nerves. And when the court grants me custody of those brats I will make them suffer, he said. That was enough to make Penjani explode with anger. He charged at Moses, grabbed him by the neck and held on tight. Moses tried to break free but he couldn't. Penjani held Moses tight until he lost consciousness. Then he got his gun and almost shot him right there in his office, but he felt death was an easier punishment for a man like him. Moses deserved to be punished in a painful way. Penjani made some calls and had some people remove Moses from his office. When Moses finally opened his eyes, he was lying on a table naked and tied down by leather straps on his legs and arms. Penjani and 2 other men were in the room with him. What's going on? You are here to receive your reward for being silly, Penjani laughed. Then he looked at the other 2 men. Let's get this over and done with. I have other culprits to attend to. One of the men filled a huge syringe and plunged it into his scrotum. Next he grabbed a scalpel and without warning, he cut through the base of his penis. This will teach you not to sleep with other people's wives, Penjani smiled. Moses screamed and cried. The pain was more than he had ever experienced. After that moment, he completely lost the ability to get his manhood up and he could not be with any woman. Aside from that, Penjani made sure that Moses lost everything he had to his name. For years he was in a dark place and almost killed himself. It wasn't until Owen walked into his life that he began to see the light at the end of the tunnel. For the past few years Moses had been living in SA, trying to rebuild his life, but now he was back to exact his revenge and he knew the only way to get to Penjani was to get through to the twins. Even though the twins were biologically his, Moses had no love for the twins and he didn't regard them as his own. You might have won the battle, Penjani, but I will win the war, Moses smiled. Babes, Owen said into his phone. Hey you, Jada responded. She had just finished attending to her last patients and was getting ready to leave the hospital. How's been your day? Hectic. She yawned. What plans do you have for tonight? I just want to take a warm shower and rest. I have a better plan. Shoot. How about I pick you up, prepare a warm bath for you, cook you something to eat and massage your back and feet, then a movie can follow after that. That sounds tempting, but what, baby girl? Fine, let's do this, she responded. Yes, he exclaimed, and she laughed. I will let you know when I am home so you can come and get me. Okay. He ended the call with that. Jada, Rosaria Hacks, she was sitting on the couch across from him, holding a glass of wine in her hands. I want to bring her here. I am just waiting for my ride. I will be leaving soon, you can have the house all to yourselves. Thank you, Nana. You are welcome, baby, I am proud of you. You groomed me well. You are easy to teach. He smiled. Your parents would be proud of you. I know. How many months until justice prevails? 2. Let's make a toast, she held her glass up. To what? Revenge. Revenge. He smiled, grabbing his glass. Their glasses touched a minute later. Cheers, they said in unison. Sipping down their wine. Ella B.